What did Taehyung really want to say? And why was the public never given the chance to hear it? This question is now echoing across the internet. ARMY's anxiety has skyrocketed after a shocking allegation emerged. Kim Taehyung, aka BTS V's words, were censored by HYBE in an official interview. Within hours, anger was burning. Fans felt that something was being deliberately covered up, controlled, and perhaps even manipulated by the agency. Once again, the public is left wondering, was this just an editorial misunderstanding? Or was there something bigger and darker behind all of this? This issue surfaced when video clips and transcripts of Taehyung's interview from a media outlet began circulating. Several fans who followed the interview immediately noticed a striking difference between the raw video version and the version that had been published by the official party. Some of Taehyung's sentences that were considered emotional, honest, and personal were simply gone. Parts where he seemed to want to express his opinion about the creative process, his feelings about his solo project, and even a little comment about internal dynamics were suddenly missing from the final version. Why did they cut out the most sincere part? What are they afraid of? That's one of the viral comments that represents thousands, if not millions of fans who feel deeply disappointed. Moreover, this is not the first time this has happened. Fans have started piecing together odd bits from some of Taehyung's previous interviews, showing a similar pattern, that anything that is too honest, too emotional, or too off-script is almost always cut from the final published version. Evidence emerges, no longer just speculation. A well-archived international fanbase account published a comparison of the original version with the released version. The results were shocking. More than 2 minutes of personal narration from Taehyung were missing without explanation. One of the bits that is believed to have been cut is when Taehyung expressed his feelings when his solo project received less support from the agency for promotion. Although he did not mention any names directly, his intonation and words clearly showed the emotional tension that he wanted to share with the public. Some fans even managed to find behind-the-scenes footage that showed Taehyung's expression after the interview ended. He seemed frustrated, anxious, and even asked the staff, "Can that be included?" A short sentence that has now become ammunition for public anger, considered as evidence that he realized an important part of himself was being silenced. Why did HYBE do this? The question that is now hanging in the air is, why? Why would an agency as big as HYBE have to censor the words of one of their mainstay artists? Are they worried about their image? Is this part of a communication strategy that wants to maintain a positive impression only? Or is this a reflection of an internal conflict that can no longer be covered up? Many believe that HYBE is under tremendous pressure between maintaining the company's good name, supporting new artists, and maintaining a balance between BTS members who are currently undergoing solo activities and military service. In the chaos, perhaps they chose to delete the parts that were too risky, without realizing that what they were throwing away was actually the most human and most valuable part for fans. ARMY does not remain silent. As expected, ARMY's reaction came quickly and heavily. They launched a massive social media campaign with the hashtags Let Taehyung Speak and Free Taehyung Voice, demanding clarification from HYBE over the censorship that was deemed not only unprofessional, but also hurtful. Thousands of comments flooded HYBE's official account, demanding that the original version of the interview be released without editing. More than that, fans also started a symbolic boycott, temporarily stopping streaming of HYBE's official content, flooding the agency's app ratings with 1 star, and sending open letters in various languages. Several major fan sites even threatened to stop supporting activities if there was no clarity in the near future. More than just an interview, it's about self-respect. For some, this might just be about a cut interview. But for ARMY, it's a symbol of something deeper. It's about an artist's right to speak up, to express his feelings and thoughts without excessive intervention. It's about respecting Taehyung as an artist, not just a product that must be curated according to the agency's taste. Taehyung is no ordinary idol. He is known for being poetic, reflective, and possessing an emotional depth that is rare among other celebrities. Whenever he speaks from the heart, the world listens. So when his words were censored, fans didn't just lose a quote. They felt like they lost a piece of the artist's soul. What will HYBE do? Now all eyes are on HYBE. Will they remain silent as usual, hoping this storm will pass on its own? Or will they finally speak up, clarify, and even apologize for their censorship? Because if they don't, one thing is for sure. The public's trust is being tested. And when an idol of Taehyung's stature can no longer speak freely, perhaps that's when the industry needs to stop and ask, who's really controlling this story? The drama is just beginning. And ARMY? They won't stop until Taehyung's voice is heard again, in its entirety, uncut, uncensored.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date.